with their Stand Up to Cancer campaign. For more, with a focus on one of those Yankees in particular, here's Lauren Gardner.
For most of us, the fight against cancer is something we all know too well. Whether it's our own battle against this relentless disease or someone close to our hearts, it seems everyone has a story of how cancer has affected their lives. Over the years, MasterCard and Stand Up to Cancer have partnered with Major League Baseball, raising over $70 million to support cancer research and awareness. We all have someone in mind when we think of cancer. So this year, MasterCard is encouraging everyone to share their stories and who they stand up for. For New York Yankees star first baseman Anthony Rizzo, his story is personal. In 2008, at just 18 years old, he was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. I'm honored to be joined now by Anthony to discuss his courageous fight against cancer, his inspirational return to the field, and who he stands up for. Anthony, thank you so much for joining us here today. With everything you've accomplished on the field, and it's a lot, as we know, I think what a lot of people really resonate with is your battle with cancer. Why is it so important for you to be an inspiration?
Well, I think that the platform that I've been on for my whole career has been amazing and has allowed me to inspire a lot of the young kids going through something that I went through. And I went through cancer at 18, and it wasn't easy on me, it wasn't easy on my family. So to be able to give back and give kids hope that, hey, just because you're going through this right now, it doesn't mean you can't still accomplish your dreams and whatever you want to do in life.
You just mentioned that you were 18 years old when you were diagnosed. Just take us back to that moment. What was the range of emotions you were experiencing?
It was a lot. I was on top of the world. I was 18. I just got drafted to go play baseball, so I felt like I was unstoppable. And that spring training, I didn't feel so normal, and finally got test ran, and you don't know what you're about to go through. At the time, the mindset was just, all right, when can we start? I want to start tomorrow. I want to beat this.
Who did you reach to for sources of strength and for advice throughout this process?
Definitely my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, my grandmother, who was actually going through breast cancer at the time.
Wow.
She was huge. Her strength didn't allow me to be weak at all. Because I saw how she handled herself. Your family and loved ones, it's who matter most.
You did have a unique situation, though, in sharing this experience with your grandmother. Just take us through some of those memories.
I just remember sitting with her in her hospital room and asked Graham, how do you feel? She said, I feel great. I ate all my broth. Never said she was in pain when we clearly knew she was, but that strength held true till she found out I was in remission, and then a few weeks later, after her knowing I was in remission, that's when she passed away. So it was, she's still my inspiration.
The moment finally comes, Anthony, you find out you're cancer-free. Just take us back to that realization and how you were able to share that with your family members.
So actually we were on a plane. I believe my mom got the call that I was in remission, that the scans came back clean. And so I just remember a loud outburst on the plane. You're in remission. I was like, yeah. So it was overwhelming excitement.
So you did, you beat it. You beat Hodgkin's lymphoma, you're still very young, and you turn your attention back to your baseball career. Just tell us what that launching point was like for you.
I actually played in between treatments because I was in remission, but I still had to do a couple treatments just to make sure. And the Red Sox let me play in the instructional league, and I actually got to play in the last game, which was awesome.
Oh, that's so cool.
So that gave me a lot of confidence going in, and then just back on the journey of playing and enjoying baseball.
And then you make it to the highest level. The odds are so slim of that happening for anyone drafted. And then
1 out away, you are going to remember where you were right now for the rest of your life.
how special was that moment to catch the final out in the World Series with an entire city watching and cheering for you?
It's the highlight of my career.
The longest drought in the history of American in sports is over.
We knew how amazing it was going to be as players, but we didn't know. We knew, but we didn't, because you see everyone going to their grandparents and great-grandparents' cemeteries, putting flowers, putting W flags. Hearing those stories was so uplifting. Even still, that team is just, it's a bond that you never lose.
During that World Series, there was a really powerful moment that everyone in the stadium was involved in that must have been very emotional for you. Major League Baseball has done an outstanding job of partnering with MasterCard and Stand Up to Cancer. That moment with the placard, I don't know, it just felt so colossal for so many reasons.
Everyone's holding up their signs and writing out who they stand up for. And just that moment, you know, standing up and being a cancer survivor is a really surreal moment. Putting on my sheet that they give us for my family, because that's what it's about. When I was sick, I wanted to stand up to cancer and show how strong I was for them, because I knew how much they were going through. I stood up for them, and I want to always stay strong for them.
It's so important to have a platform and to give back, and you've done exactly that. Tell us about your foundation.
Well, it's the Anthony Rizzo Family Foundation. The mission is to help families battling. These medical bills are so expensive, so we try to help in any different way we can, and then just be there for them. Walk into hospital rooms in my jersey, and sometimes they didn't know my story. They were just excited to see a baseball player. So to be able to bring smiles to kids' faces when they're going through a tough time and have them escape reality is really the greatest accomplishment I think I've ever done playing baseball on my platform, because when you are sick, you're on an island, you're isolated. So to help families, to give them some hope, means everything to me. I stand up for all the families.
Thank you for sharing your story, Anthony. It's an inspiration to everyone who's been affected by cancer. To share your story, scan the QR code to join MasterCard and tell the world who you stand up for in the fight against cancer. I stand up for my Uncle Josh. Standing up for the people we love, priceless.